All right, welcome back to the Inklings podcast. My name is Brandon,
My name is Jonathan.
and we're gonna wing it, or so we say.
We have a plan, but not a great plan because we don't know what the plan is. The plan is to write the children's book, but we don't know how we're going to do that yet with making it entertaining.
We have because we don't want it to be like kind of the last time we had these boards, or the last couple of times we had the boards, where it's basically us going, and then there's no sound.
Thrilling.
That is thrilling.
Just overlay music like intense, like every time you start writing.
It's just woo!
Zoom in, catch the sweat dropping on the...
It's like, oh man, guitar solo,
and that's what I came up with. The smiley face.
Wow,
I know.
how good.
Thrilling.
But anyway, we're gonna be working on the children's book, and we kind of have a brief outline, kind of like we discussed last episode.
Last episode?
Yeah, I know. I saw myself flipping into it. I'm like, oh no, I messed up. But we're just gonna make it seem like, yep, okay, never mind. I got caught.
Caught in the act.
So our first page is introduce Ozzy.
Okay.
Ozzy the Otter. And kind of the idea, I think, as we were kind of talking about this, is this book is going to be for relatively young children. So, like, let's say 5, 6, maybe even younger.
Yeah.
But has those aspects of things that other older children can appreciate.
Yes.
Although we don't have the illustrations, we're still going to be kind of working kind of what we came up with. So all the little nuances and fun little tidbits that we came up with. So like Racing Stripe Gilbert, for example. We'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
We'll see what we can come up with.
It's probably going to be a little odd, but that's because we're winging it.
Chicken wings.
All right. So I guess we're going to go page by page. Introduce Ozzy in his home is our start.
Okay. Like in his home. Now, something I was contemplating, because a lot of children's books do this, which is they rhyme.
You're treading dangerous ground, Brandon.
No, I know. I know we're both typically not people who rhyme. I went as close to go as we're gonna do alliteration for the names for a lot of them. And that's about as close as I want to get. But rhyming does make sense in some aspect because it kind of flows. Now, do we want to keep it almost like poem, where we keep it in different syllable patterns, different things like that?
Every page is a haiku.
Ozzy is wet.
He's in his home. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like we just have to see where this goes. I mean, we could rhyme. Do you want to rhyme?
I don't know. That takes a lot more brain activity.
Ah.
But it's not like we can't do it. It's just harder to come up with on the spot, maybe. Considering we both don't typically
Right.
write.
And again,
rhymes.
this is a rough draft. At least I'm gonna call it that right now, so we don't get ahead of ourselves. This is rough draft 1
no,
on a whiteboard.
We're stalling as we're entering into the introduction. By the way.
Okay, so page 1, introduction. Introduce Ozzy in his house.
Or in his house, or whatever.
Next to his house, on top of his house.
Sleeping in his house.
Maybe he's fishing on top of his house.
Maybe he is his house.
Yikes.
No, that's Titus. My bad. Titus the turtle. Mind you. Got their house on the back. Talk about a firm foundation there.
Anyways. So we're writing. I'm probably going to have doodles because it helps me think. Regardless of what those look like. They're going to be terrible.
See, this is when like the people who actually do things like do voiceovers over like when they're actually writing stuff.
Ozzy will sound like Batman.
This is
every
what I'm
single
thinking. Like,
page.
but Ozzy talks to himself in the third person. It's like, oh no. Ozzy does this. Ozzy likes this. Ozzy likes swimming. Yes, Ozzy, we know.
Maybe Ozzy should talk exclusively in the second person. No.
No, you know the Schmeagol Gollum effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ozzy. He talks to himself.
He's a character.
He's his own character, too. He cracks himself up. Why? We don't know. Ask Ozzy.
That's not a good
And
thing.
Ozzy's conscience.
He's
and
conscious or unconscious? What
Hey.
did you do to Ozzy?
I don't know.
Bum, bum, bum.
Gilbert, he went too fast. Gotta go fast.
He shifted into 5 speed.
That's at 5 miles an hour.
All right.
Anyway,
I'm gonna start.
yeah, start doodling. I'm just trying to, I guess, make white noise as we're trying to come up with things. But it's like, I feel like every time we actually think, we just go dead silent. So, Ozzy, he's an otter. If you want to see how the little otter, he looks more like a worm if I try to actually come up
My
with
Ozzy
it.
looks like a bear.
See,
Why is he on the roof? Ozzy.
see, if you really want our awesome artistic skills, that's Ozzy. He's not a worm, I promise you. It's Ozzy. And he has his home
Mm-hmm.
right there. Ozzy now on the roof. Wow. His home, and then mine. He's just a hobbit. He lives in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, that's all right.
I was thinking, like, artistically, that there's almost like a slip and slide into the water
Uh-huh.
from the house. You know what slip and slides are. But they have like otter trails that they use to go
Yeah.
to the water. So I'm like, okay, so he's got his own
I can't get over your Ozzy drawing. He's beautiful.
he's fantastic, okay?
He's beautiful.
It's not a worm, I promise you.
That is definitely an otter if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that is an otter. That is
And we're experts. We're writing a book on it.
trust us. We're experts.
I mean, okay, so
Slip and slide. Slip and slide right
so is
there.
Ozzy?
Slip and slide. There's the water. It's great. Yeah.
This is Ozzy.
Ozzy
And
likes.
why did
slugging.
I went from all caps to all lowercase. I can't.
I don't know. I need to unfortunately erase my handy. And no, Ozzy stays actually.
Ozzy-
The house goes
For
but,
reference, for reference.
Ozzy has to stay for reference. Just looks ridiculous. What is it? We don't really know. It's some worm
What
thing.
do otter ears look like? I gotta look at this picture. Okay.
It look like that. Duh. Almost looks more beaver-like.
Yeah. Well, beggars can't be choosers. So this is Ozzy. Isn't he precious? Whoops, get in the camera.
No, this is precious. Getting a ring light in the way. My bad.
So Ozzy's in his house. In house. As you can see, creative genius at work.
Yes. Yes. This is.
I gotta be very clear about what the expectations are. He's in his house at this moment.
Whoa!
That is a really weird house. I'm erasing that. I'll keep Ozzy the Beaver Boy.
Let's see. I
One,
wanted this to be in the fall because I wanted fall
once
colors to be.
upon an
One-
autumn.
Once upon an autumn. Autumn.
I like that better than fall. Once upon an autumn. There was an Ozzy.
There was Ozzy. What was Ozzy doing, you ask? Well, he was asleep. Face down in the face down in the water.
I'm kidding. Oh no, Ozzy, no. For reference, let me just.
So it's an ostrich. No, it's Ozzy. He was just he was watching ostrich documentaries. He didn't get the memo.
For reference, there he is, face down in the water, as Brandon said. Children's book writer extraordinaire.
He has an inner tube. He's okay. Man, I have waking from, and that's all I have on mine. In autumn, waking from autumn nap. Ozzy the otter. Woke up. This is harder than I thought. Just for the start. I feel like once we get going, it'll
how about
be
this?
easier.
How about this? We'll come back to the start. We'll skip to the.
Let's skip to the end. Okay.
Well, no, not the
No,
end.
how about you work on the next one?
So
and then I
Titus.
I think that's the next page, right?
Yeah, Titus. Well, Ozzy likes to swim.
Yeah. He goes down his slip and slide.
Okay.
So he wakes up. He's like, I want to go on an adventure. Goes down the slip and slide to start the adventure. So this sounds dumb. Waking from an autumn nap. Maybe it's not nap. Maybe it should just be waking up in the morning. I don't know. Never mind. I'm just gonna get rid of the waking part. Ozzy the Otter starts a brand new day in his home of sticks and clay. I mean, then it rhymes, right? There you go. Except it's more mud. But there we go. Ozzy the Otter starts a brand new day in his home of sticks and clay. I feel like we should almost do a little bit more than just that, to be honest. So I'm gonna see if I can write a little bit more. You keep wanting to use words that I'm like, yeah, but little kids aren't gonna know what that means. I wanted to say yearns for adventure or something like that, but I'm like, I can't use yearn. The kids are like, huh? There's words that start with Y that isn't Y? Y starts with W, Jimmy. Why? Seeking adventure. Ozzy. I don't know. Ozzy. Seeking adventure. Ozzy does something.
What do you have? Let me see.
It's a little out of order. So Ozzy the Outer starts a brand new day in his home of sticks and clay, seeking adventure. Ozzy something. And then somehow goes to, let's go down a slip and slide. Oh, wait. Got it. I think I got it. So, Seeking Adventure, Ozzy begins as he always does. And then on the next page, on a slip and slide.
Is that trademarked?
Or, well, we won't do on a slip and slide, but it would be trademarked, I think.
Of mud.
On a slide of mud. Cannonball, he says, as he plops into the water. Maybe I should take a picture of this so if we forget to write it down. Oh yes, wait. I need to, of course, take a picture because this is Ozzy in his full glory. Let's take a picture so I at least get. Ah yes.
He's so excited.
This is going to be the official. That's the what the official. This is that's the next page of the same thing. On a slide of mud.
Look at how happy he is.
He's so happy. It looks almost like Calvin and Hobbes a little bit.
He looks like he's got, like Alien from the movie is coming out of his chest. I know those are supposed to be his arms, but
that turned a direction. Okay.
All right, on to more pleasant notes.
Okay.
Titus the Turtle.
Oh well, no, I was gonna continue on the
other
on the slip and slide thing because that was only gonna be the other half of the other. I get rid of. I'm sorry, Ozzy. You gotta go. I need more room. So I'm gonna say. Wait, what was it? On a slide of mud?
Yeah. Down a slide of mud. Or,
down.
I don't know. You took a picture of it. I erased it.
I completely forgot what was on it. This is why we took pictures. Because I definitely needed. On a slide of mud. Okay. It's on. On a slide of mud. Okay. To swim towards a grand adventure. I don't even know what I'm writing. Adventund. Yep, that's adventure, all right. Adventure. I know how to spell. Swim towards a grand adventure in the waters beyond. There we go. Maybe that's all. That almost seems like only a one-page thing.
I've got turtles on mine.
I see that.
He's in a crow's nest like a pirate.
You gotta show everybody now.
Hold on. I'm not done. I gotta start over. It's not good enough.
No, Titus and the turtle stack.
I like the idea. If it doesn't look as deranged as Ozzy, I don't want
it. To me, okay. To meet friends along the way. It's just
looks more like a dinosaur, but you know what? Artistic liberties, as they say.
Okay. All right. It sounds so cheesy and cringe, but it'll go. So, to go off the other one on a slide of mud, and then to swim towards a grand adventure in the waters beyond, to meet friends along the way, it's just another day in the life of Ozzy the Otter. So, and then you're working on the turtle stack more artistically than writing wise, but I mean, people will be interested regardless.
I'm getting to the writing, don't you worry.
I'm doing this instead of putting it into the document for right now, just because.
What do you have next?
Yeah, on a slide of mud, to swim towards a grand adventure in the waters beyond, to meet friends along the way. It's just another day in the life of Ozzy the Otter. There'll probably be commas and stuff to actually break it up, but we'll mention that he likes swimming when he's with Gilbert, I guess. Gotta go fast. I'm gonna guess probably what we do for the children's book here is we're gonna kind of work through some of it on screen, and then we'll continue off screen, and then update you guys as we get closer. So it's not unless you guys like it. But by the time anybody actually comments on it, we're probably going to be long done with it. So we might just leave it for this episode. Who knows? But we'll have fun with it as we do it. We're kind of winging it. But I did want to give you you guys an idea of kind of our thought process as we're kind of writing it, and then we'll eventually get into what it is, and then we'll update you guys with some of the looks of what it may look like, some of the illustrations once we actually get them, and then hopefully when we get to the actual publishing process, what that may look like. And I was kind of informed the publishing process could cost quite a bit of money if we actually went through like an actual legit publisher, because basically my sister-in-law's dad published a book, and it cost like $3,000 or whatever to get a publisher for that. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't really have the money to do that at the current moment.
Self-publishing.
So we'll figure stuff out, and hopefully we'll get it to you guys so you guys could purchase it if you guys wanted to. When we're all said and done.
So here's the turtle stack.
Turtles!
And then in a stack so high that it touched the sky was Gilbert the turtle. Avasti, Ozzy, how are you today?
No, it's Titus the turtle.
Titus the turtle!
It's Titus!
I forgot. Gilbert's the fish.
Gilbert has gills. Titus. Yes.
Was Titus the turtle. Avasti, Ozzy, how are you today?
I like it.
No, I just think the turtle stack.
I have to. And Tanya's like, what the heck, Titus? Get off with ye.
Whether you keep the pirate or not, I think I like the first part though.
Yeah.
So high that it touched us. Granted, I think, again, we talked a little about the whimsical aspect, so my mind immediately goes to a crow's nest on a pirate
Oh,
ship.
yeah, I know. Absolutely. And they're going to be floating on a log, which is their ship. What's at and then, see, I keep thinking of all these aspects of what I want to draw, like, what I want drawn, but I'm not the one coming up with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know how they have, like, I don't know, mermaids or whatever at the bow, like front of the ship.
How do you even describe
And
that?
it's
Like a mermaid on the...
But it's not that. It's just... you have all the...
it's a turtle. It's an eel.
Yeah,
Or no, it's gotta be something in a Michigan River ecosystem.
yeah, it's I don't know.
A frog. A frog. Ah, babe. No, it's a toad.
It doesn't want to swim.
Help. I can't draw a log.
But yeah, and then the next thing is gonna be what them.
Well, they gotta still look at the clouds.
Yeah,
in the sky.
they gotta look at the clouds in the sky. So I'll come up with some cloud pictures, and then
Mhm.
you can come up with some.
With the words.
So cloud, some clouds.
Is that a chicken?
See, you got a smiley face. You have a what Jonathan called a chicken drumstick. No, it's a chicken jockey. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. It's not a dinosaur. It's a turtle. And then that's a tree. There's a tree. The not dinosaur, but a turtle and a smiley face. It's Bob Ross at its finest.
Yes, it is.
It's a happy big tree.
Happy big tree. And then
I think this will probably be the last page we do before we have to leave. So
no, I don't
we'll
know
have
for
fun
that.
with it. Acapella. Up on the treetops, there's a bird. You're not gonna have him keep up the whole. I
can.
Hey, landlubber. It's like, aren't you on land? Quiet, you're breaking my persona. I'm on the land, ye landlubber. Aren't you on your parents? Silence! I'll kill you! It's like, what, now you're doing references? Come on, Titus. Look up in the sky.
Lucky sky.
No, nah. You can just. I think doing it the first time's good, but maybe go into the other. It's like look up into the sky. What do you see? I've always wanted to fly like a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a cloud. That's lackluster. Oh. See that bird up in the sky? I want to be like that. That's a plane, Titus. I want to fly. Cause I believe I can fly. I just want to believe I can fly.
Look up in the sky. What do you see? So many shapes of things.
That the eye can see.
That's good.
Okay, we're rhyming. Woo! Even though it's still C, I realized it's not rhyming at all. It's exactly the same word.
It's fine.
And what do you see?
What do they see? They see
I like it as the eye can see, though.
Yeah. Oh, you need to get a picture of that, didn't you?
Yep, I
My
did.
bad.
It's like, it's vanished. What do you see? Nothing, because you erased it. No! Titus, no.
I don't even remember what I wrote.
Shapes and something and something.
If the eye can see. What did I write? Something.
I don't even know anymore. Oh, this is so bad. This is why we have to. This is why I have the phone to take pictures. So many shapes. That the eye can see.
That might have been it. I don't know. Feels choppier
Or
on a rewrite.
That my eyes might see. And then go to list some of them that will actually illustrate. So,
Strawberry.
strawberry, tree, um,
Chipotle.
Subway. No, I'm kidding.
You could allude to Gilbert by fish.
Oh, yeah. Strawberry, tree, fish, hamburger. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Strawberry, tree, fish, smiley face,
Sure.
and a smiling face. Just say and a smiling face. A strawberry, tree, fish, and a smiling face. And that could be either the French fry smiley face or whatever you want to call it. There you go. Whoa. So, I feel like that'll be. Bam. All right. Have it down so we can actually write it down later. Or I guess I can write it down later. And that took far longer than I thought it would. So yeah. So that's kind of what the writing process will look like. And obviously we'll get into Gilbert and the Racing Stripes and all them later. But anyway, that's just a brief look into kind of what we're working on for the children's book. And hopefully you guys can enjoy the end product once we're done with it and finish writing it. So stay tuned on the journey. And
big happy smiley face.
On that note, we will catch you next time. See ya.